welcome to Anne-Marie's workshop. My name is Anne-Marie and I love to make things with joy. If you like to make things with joy, you have found the right place. Please like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for coming back to enjoy the madness. All right, so this is my hashtag Friday Sews video. I'm trying to get back on track after the retreat and the holidays and everything, and no swimming pool to do my workout in. I'm a little off, so I'm trying to tighten up my other routines. And so every Friday I do a video about what I've been carrying on with this week. And this week has been really interesting. I've got to hang out with friends. I got this great big box here with something in it, which I'm going to open in a few minutes. And plus I got a chance to work on two of the things I was interested in this month of March. I'd like to do a little small designer dive on Stylearc patterns. I really like them, but I don't do a lot of them, and I have PDFs, so I want to get them out into the world. And I'm also doing a Tom and Linda Platt dive because I've got a bunch of their patterns, but I've made a lot of their stuff. But that's what I'm doing this. So first things first, I know you're thinking, what's in the box? Well, after the retreat, actually before the retreat, I was looking at used Husqvarna Rose machines because I've had my machine over 20 years and I've been really tickled with it. It's performed well for me and good packing. And every time I'm on eBay, I'm always looking to see if anyone's getting rid of parts or things interesting packing, or another rose, because I have two embroidery kits, and I wouldn't mind having another husky in here. Bring all the dogs in. Bring all the dogs in. Now, the machine came with electrical cord, no pedal, and no container case that you'd have all your presser feet and all the accessories that go along with this machine. But I did not need that because I am going to be using this as my embroidery machine, and the embroidery setup fits in this section here. So that works for me. I am going to order another presser foot because I have two other huskies, and so I can use this machine immediately because I have my own presser foot and everything, but I'd like it to have its own presser foot. So far, the only disappointment I have with this machine is that the bobbin cover is not here, but I was able to find it online for about $8, so I'm not too unhappy about that. So I have another rose, another husky, another dog in the kennel. If you are buying a machine through eBay, read their reviews, check to see if other people are satisfied with what they got. And so that's the only thing I'm unhappy about, is that it does not have the bobbin cover. I didn't think to look for it. There was a full picture of it, but the container, the vessel, the hollowed out part is dark, so I didn't see it. So that's the only thing I'm a little bit upset about, but not that upset. Okay, so I'm gonna turn her on, make sure she works, and I'm gonna put her in her place and move my other husky over to the other spot. Sounds good. All right, I'm going to attach my embroidery attachment to this and see how everything works out. And if so, then it's going to stay in this place. And his little sister is going to be right. It looks good. Okay, so I'm going to take a few minutes, and I have a couple embroidery projects that I'm working on currently. So I'm going to go ahead and test out the machine to make sure it is working. The straight stitches seem to be fine, so let me just check the how the embroidery works out, and she might be right in the space she needs to be. So these napkins are ready to be embroidered. Let me show you what the other ones look like. So this is the finished napkin. This is the embroidery stitch that I'm looking for. So I am going to later this evening go ahead and try it out on this new machine over here and see if that will work out. This is the part that was missing from this machine on eBay. It was presented without this box, without all the little things that go along with it. But because I already have two other Huskies, I have the instruction book, I have all the accessories, and I have one of these which I'm going to put back on this machine. So I will use this for straight stitching and additional stitching that I need to do. My Brilliance machine is over here. And now I can have an embroidery station right here that I don't have to take the parts apart. Now I had purchased the embroidery attachment when I bought my machine 20 something years ago. So recently a brand new one with a larger hoop came onto eBay, and I purchased one of those. So I have two. So if worst case scenario comes and my machine breaks down and it's other than a motherboard problem, I now also have another machine for parts. Okay, so I think it's going to work out well, and it was very inexpensive compared to what I paid for my machine originally. I think I saved for a year to buy my machine. God knows how much I paid for it then, but this was $100 and something, $130, $140. So it's not bad. So mostly what it cost me the most was shipping and what do you call it? Custom fees. Okay, it looks like twinsies. So this week I have been working on Tom and Linda Platt's 1912. I really haven't found out how old this pattern is. I think I had young kids running around and I dreamed of living this life. But it wasn't to be. There were soccer practices and things like that. So it is a loose fitting jacket over a sheath with cut-in arms. All right, this is the, I'm so sorry guys, these are the line drawings of it. It's very, very old, but still wonderful. So just to show how you can advance as a sewist, when I first made that, I cut it out in a light blue clay and a lining. It never worked out. I never wore it. All right, but now, maybe, I don't know how long, 10, 15 years later, I was able to make it. And I had this beautiful rayon fabric from Ping's in Jamaica. I know someone told me I need to start putting the bell back in. I will. And I got this beautiful rayon there, maybe a year or so ago. Super thin. You can almost see through it. But I thought I was going to make it as a suit and I was just going to line it. And then I thought, why don't I line it or make it reversible with something that I can use? You know, unfortunately, I attend a lot of funerals, and I also attend a lot, you know, it's just the age of my dad and the people I'm hanging out with. And so I could use something, and that also something that could travel. So I found this beautiful felted material at, you know where, Ping's, And I thought, at first I thought the weight, but it's just right. It's just right. It would work out perfectly in Houston. So this is the side where the floral shows on the lapels and on the pockets. All right, and let me show you what it looks like on the in the reverse. Okay, so then you can see it's good either way. This can go to a wedding, this can go out to dinner, this can go over anything black you have. I have a couple black jumpsuits, black pants, camisoles. The sheath dress is very comfortable, it's relaxed, it's not really fitted, and that's why it's good for apple shapes and rectangular shapes. So I just think it is a good deal. All right, so that's the thing I was working on from Tom and Linda Platt. Okay, so this is Stylearc Kylie knit top. It's one of the PDFs I recently downloaded. In this case, this fabric, this lovely fabric inspired me to find a pattern that would show it off. And because it was so beautiful, but it was very thin. It was a thin jersey. All right, so look at the back. The back has a cut, flyaway, dovetail at the back. So if you like Stylearc and you haven't made this, you might investigate that. So what I did was I put in a trim. Let me show you what it looks like. I used this ribbon. I think it's a scrapbooking ribbon, y'all. But it has this unfinished, this ragged or raglan edge. Oh, what do they call it? Raw edged ribbon and a tape, a bias kind of tape at the bottom. And I had one rotation of it in black. I think I've used the cream up with something else, but it leaves a lovely feathery effect at the edge of the neck. Now, this is the kind of thing that attracts me when I buy ready to wear. I'll come in and I'll see a t-shirt and it'll have a little bit of lace or something unusual, and I'll go, ooh, that's nice. I'll pay $42.95 for that. But in this case, I'm trying to add more things to my embellishments, rick-rack, that kind of stuff. Anyway, so this Stylearc pattern came up very, very nicely. All right, so I'm ending this video a little later in the day. I have two other little tiny hauls that I missed last week, and that was the peacock applique that I put on the back of my red beautiful tunic and pants. Only this one is edged in black net, so I can put this on the back of a black piece of whatever I decide to make with it. So I think it came in black, white, and red. And you've seen the red. I'll see if I can insert it somewhere around here. And this is the black. I bought it from Temu for $3 and something cents. Probably not $3 this week. We'll see, but it was $3 last week. Okay, so hold on. I know these things crinkle awful. And I was also attracted to this. I am not exactly sure what I'm doing with it, and I'm pretty sure I needed more of it, but I thought it was an interesting applique as a border. Now, you know I needed two of these. Dang it. Well, these things happen. Anyway, so it was a great week. A lot of things got done. There were some challenges, but that happens in life all the time. So hope to see you next Friday. I will continue my Tom and Linda Platt Designer Dive and Stylearc Designer Dive. Have a fabulous weekend, and we'll see you real soon.